Hey guys, it's me, Robert Nichols here, your Boston-based real estate entrepreneur. And today I want to talk about why wholesaling is on the verge of being eliminated by Zillow's iBuyer or Zillow offers. It's an algorithm that's out to kill your wholesale business. So stay tuned for more as we go through this in this video. Now let's get it. All right, guys, so if you haven't heard, Zillow has a new program called Zillow Offers. And in 90 days, guys, they made 70,000 offers to motivated sellers throughout the country. This is crazy, guys. As a wholesaler and a flipper, we are dependent on finding deals. And the fact that Zillow has jumped into the wholesale and flipping business should be something you should be concerned about. And it's definitely something we can combat. And I'm going to get into that later. So watch the video to the end to learn how you as an individual wholesaler may have a competitive advantage over the giant monster that we know as Zillow in real estate, guys. And so I have some talking points here today that I wanted to share. As I said, they made over 70,000 offers in 90 days, guys. Of those offers made, there were 1,535 offers that got accepted by homeowners. That took 1,500 deals off the board, which is crazy, guys. So currently they're in 14 markets. So within 14 markets throughout the country, they had 1,500 offers, which represents about 2% of the offers that they presented. Significant amount of money. And then during that time, guys, they were able to flip 786 homes in 90 days. This is news over the last couple of weeks, and a lot of investors missed this. Nobody's talking about it, but imagine flipping 786 homes, guys. The other thing that Zillow disclosed in their quarterly reports is that the margins that they made on that 786 guys was between 40 to 50% margin on the sale. This is crazy. I'm going to talk more about the Zillow process, but just imagine that, guys. If you flipped 786 homes in 90 days, now there's a reason they weren't able to flip more of the 1,535 that they had tied up, guys. And so that brings me to the next point, which is how Zillow flips homes. This is super important because, as we know, there are rules and regs and a lot of red tape around flipping homes. And Zillow has been pretty savvy, and they're thinking 10 steps ahead, as all of us smart investors must do. And so how they do it is this. The owner requests an offer. Zillow makes the offer. If it's accepted, they have a little due diligence period where they'll send a local agent out. They'll pay them a small fee to go out, take some pictures, scout the home. Zillow's offer team will look at the property, make sure it's in line with the condition that they thought it was. They'll finalize the offer and close in short order. It could be a couple of weeks, guys. I mean, Zillow's a true cash buyer. Like, we're talking about Zillow here. And so the agent is the first piece. Then they'll have a contractor go out. They have a list of contractors. They'll do a fluff and buff flip. For those who don't know that terminology, they like to do light flips. Either it's a home they can flip as is, and their algorithm can run the numbers. So they'll know if it's something where they just throw it back on and boom, it's gone. Or they'll send their contractors in to put in new kitchens, new baths, patch and paint, windows, roof, and get that baby back on the market in short order, guys. And so they have contractors on their teams, and so they're able to flip homes fairly quickly. Now, the other factor for all us experienced investors, we know there are seasoning requirements. And so the banks, in order to stop flippers from flipping homes too quickly and making a killing and really kind of doing what they want to do in the market, and this came into play after the crash. A lot of you may not know this, but there weren't seasoning requirements back in 2009 when I was doing transactional and short sale flips. But seasoning requirements are where a mortgage lender or a bank says, oh, if you're flipping a house and you have a buyer that wants it, that buyer is going to, if they're getting a loan, the lender is going to say the seller needed to have had that home for 90 days. So this is a hurdle we all know about as flippers when we try to flip to a FHA buyer or a buyer who's getting conventional financing. So what Zillow actually did, guys, to circumvent this, they actually purchased a mortgage company. So now we have Zillow mortgages out here to compete with as well. So they actually are gonna have a huge competitive edge in the marketplace, and it is gonna change the landscape of flipping, guys. So I think it's important to understand this Zillow mortgages here. This is a significant development for all you wholesalers and flippers out there who are dependent on getting a large volume of deals and then, having to wait that 90 days, or we can't structure deals quite the way we'd want to. Where Zillow now, if they have a single family with a 40% margin, they can grab it, homeowner vacates, they put it right back on and sell it to one of their buyers, and guess what? They're gonna finance it. So this is huge, guys. Really, really huge development. This strategy is being executed, guys, in markets all throughout the country. So currently, Zillow is in 14 markets here. And the markets, let me grab my sheet here. The markets that Zillow is in currently include Las Vegas, Atlanta, Denver, Charlotte, Raleigh, Houston, Dallas, Minneapolis, Orlando, Florida, Portland, Riverside, California, and Colorado Springs, and Fort Collins in Colorado. Future markets include Austin, San Antonio, Los Angeles, Sacramento, San Diego, Miami, and Tampa, guys. And this is from Zillow's website and all of their quarterly data reporting to investors. And they have plans to expand into markets all throughout the country, guys. So it's coming to your market. Don't think because your name's not on this list that you're getting a free pass. Zillow's coming for you. Let me tell you that firsthand. So, you know, in addition to that, Zillow's not the only player in this space. And quite frankly, there's one player. They're not as big as Zillow as far as their reach with consumers, but they are actually in more markets right now, and it's Opendoor and Redfin. So if you guys don't know, Opendoor, well, we've all heard of Redfin. Redfin's a real estate brokerage, but they had a site called Redfin Now, which was basically emulating Zillow offers. And then the first major player in the space was Opendoor. They were a well-capitalized startup, aka iBuyer. And what that basically means when you hear iBuyer is that the company uses an algorithm to assess the values and make offers instantly, guys, like within seconds, which is crazy, but data is powerful, as we all know as investors. So Opendoor right now is in 20 markets. Opendoor and Redfin collab. They're together. They've merged on this front. And they are in the works. The plan in the works is to be in 50 markets by the end of 2019. So 50 major markets in the country. I'm not sure how they're going to assess that data, but this is according to what they've released publicly. So again, Zillow's coming. You have Opendoor and Redfin who have merged, and there are other players. Don't be surprised if you see a company like Compass come into the space and really try to dominate this iBuyer program and get their piece of the action, because it is a significant amount of money you can make flipping, and these companies have high-powered tech, guys, and that's really what empowers them to do what they're doing right now with these algorithms. And so I guess to close this up, guys, you know, not all is lost. There is a way for us to beat Zillow, and this is why I say how to beat Zillow. And it really is all about the fundamentals, guys. It's about getting to the consumer before they get to the iBuyer, because a lot of these iBuyers are relying on their reputation to attract sellers, which is great. But if you do your job as a prospector and as an investor, you definitely will be able to get to them before they get to Zillow. And this is why it's just ever so important, guys, that your prospecting game is tight. You know, I have tons of content that I'm working on and getting done. And one of the things I'm going to share for free with the link below this video is my top 5 ways to prospect for seller leads. Whether you're a broker, whether you're an investor, fix and flipper, wholesaler, no matter what your exit strategy, you can never have a shortage of too many leads. And so this is why, as you grow your real estate investment business, it's important to make sure your prospecting strategy is growing with the company, guys. And so I'm going to share a link below this video where you can download my top 5 ways to find deals. And I guarantee you, if you execute even 2 of those strategies in your market, you'll be competing with Zillow in a big way, guys. But the key is consistency. And the second piece, as we all know, is follow up, follow up, follow up, guys. You make your money on the follow up. That's it for this video. I hope you found this information helpful. Feel free to subscribe and click the link below, guys, again, or the alert button below in the YouTube video to be alerted for any new content that I'm going to be bringing. I hope you found this information helpful. Keep grinding, guys. Stay consistent. And as always, stay tuned for more.